The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.
The role of a woman in the society is to submit. Birth control are the pills of the devil. Education is so fundamental to the development of a people. Hang murderers. Simple as that. What am I voting for? Voting will change nothing.
Tout le monde haïtien, como ye. God save the Queen.
Broadcasting live from ILTV Studios here in Nassau, Bahamas. Welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And of course, I'm a member of the local Catholic Christian community. I welcome all of the people here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and good people around the world who is now joining Freedom March. Well, today I shall examine some controversial remarks made by the Health Minister, Dr. Dwayne Sands. Dr. Sands complains about doctors whom I shall describe as gangsters. These are the doctors who welcome American citizens into the Bahamas who are here to purchase, which I maintain, unlawfully narcotics. These ain't sick people. These ain't people who are attending doctors. They show up and they get their little drugs. And the doctor ought to know that if the person is not a patient and has no disease that demands and require those kind of drugs, then something is fundamentally wrong. So we're going to talk about the doctors, the gangster doctors in the profession. And then, of course, I shall look at a serious allegation which is being levied by opposition leader Philip Brave Davis. He's concerned over the fact that Marvin Dames is so grossly incompetent that he cannot provide adequate security around and nearby the Defense Force. I shall also be looking at how the nation's leader, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Hubert A. Minnis, is concerned and troubled over the fact that they have not been able to find one Haitian who came off the slope. And I'll tell you what my theory is, why they can't find them, and why they shall never be able to find them unless two things happen. Frankie, the minister who is in charge of maritime, and me get together and caucus, because I am convinced that if there are two Negroes who can solve this problem, it is Frankie and me. Because all I have to do is to remind Frankie of something that will jog his memory. But the Haitian people know that Minnis is not concerned about sovereignty nor citizenship, because if he was, he would have checked the allegation that I have levied against the minister, Frankie Campbell, that he cannot prove he is a citizen of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. It is an interesting day because a Negro businessman has come forward according to Candia Dames. And Candia, in her article, claims that the Negro has offered an explanation. I shall look at that Negro because I know him, and to the best of my knowledge, he's always been a saved man. So I shall look at his operation to determine if he is still safe. This is Freedom March, and guess what? I'll be right back after the break.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV studios here in Nassau, Bahamas. And I'm excited to say that my spiritual advisor, Bradley Roll, is in the house. Bradley, welcome to Freedom March.
Thank you, Mr. Monica.
And how are you?
I'm doing great.
This is so powerful to hear.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, there is a concern by the Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Dr. the Honorable Hubert Alexander Minnis. The Prime Minister has named two men that he holds in high regard to be responsible, one for national security and the other for immigration. You will note that the minister responsible for national security is the Honorable Marvin Dames. Marvin Dames is a former Deputy Commissioner of Police. And if you were to examine his history under the Progressive Liberal Party, Marvin Dames even was given special training. You would recall that he was named as the officer with responsibility for Lyndon Pinling's airport. This happened at a period when there were workers at the airport who were successfully smuggling narcotics through the airport into the United States of America. And then, I'm certain, you would know that Marvin was sent to Canada for further training, where the white people in Canada took him under schooling. And so Marvin is now the most qualified person for national security. And we're going to examine whether or not Marvin did learn anything, or whether or not in Canada he was playing the hooky. And then for for immigration, we have Mr. What is the name of the Minister of Immigration?
Mr.
Sir Roland Simonet's son. What's his name?
Brent Simonet?
Brent Simonet.
Okay.
You will remember that this is the second time that Brent Simonet became the immigration minister. So one can argue that Brent has had previous training on how to deal with illegal immigrants. But what is the record? On Sunday, a Haitian sloop, that's what they say. They say it is a Haitian sloop, even though they never met any Haitian national on the sloop. They never saw any departing the sloop. And from Sunday to today, what is today, my brother?
Today's Wednesday.
Wednesday, the
15th of November.
15th of November. What's Sir Roland's son's name?
Brent.
What's your problem?
Brent Simonet, man.
The Honorable Brent Simonet.
You get Alzheimer's.
He catch one Haitian. He even ain't see a Haitian. And as you are aware, the Haitian sloop landed on the beach near Old Man Melis' property. You remember Melis? Alexander Melis. He was the Greek man who, during the 1984 Commission of Inquiry, testified how he was passing and he saw the late Sir Clement Maynard in the bushes. Well, that is where the boat landed. And Marvin is the minister responsible for national security. And guess what? Marvin nor his Defense Force officers spotted one Haitian. You hear me? So there's no genuine evidence, as far as they have revealed in the public, that that was actually
a Haitian slope because they ain't find no Haitian. Now, meanwhile, today I went to the Internal Revenue Department on Carmichael Road. And for a second, I was frightened because as I pulled up, our members of the Immigration Department start coming off the bus. And for a second, I wondered if they were going to arrest me. But apparently, they didn't notice me. So I took a number of photographs and I looked around to see if any of my people, the Haitian people, were on that bus. But from what I could see, I could not distinguish the difference because all on the bus were Negroes. So it was just a bunch of Negroes on the bus, and I couldn't tell who may have come from Haiti because all of them look alike on the bus. But let's look at what the Bahama Journal is reporting, because the Prime Minister seems not to know what the heck is taking place in the country. He ain't seen nothing, he ain't hear nothing, they ain't tell him nothing, and he ain't know nothing. So let's look at what the Prime Minister say as I examine the Bahama Journal. And to my producer, my clock is off. Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis is reportedly disturbed and troubled after an empty Haitian slope washed ashore over the weekend and the escape of its occupants. Let's try that again. Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis is reportedly disturbed and troubled after an empty Haitian sloop washed ashore over the weekend and the escape of its occupants. The hunt for the migrants on board the vessel began on Sunday when the Royal Bahamas Defense Force said it was investigating the incident that took place a stone throw from its base. With the sloop being big enough to hold 250 people, the nation leaders want answers. This was revealed by Press Secretary Anthony Ace Newbold during the government's weekly press briefing. I also want to tell you today that the Prime Minister is very disturbed by the illegal immigrants that landed on Adelaide Beach. The Prime Minister is still awaiting the complete report on what happened. It is something that is unacceptable and nobody should believe it is acceptable, Mr. Newbold said. Now you hear what Newbold said the Prime Minister say? That the immigrants landed in Adelaide. Well, my people, I have been off in a trance today. And I can now tell you, and I challenge them to counter what I'm about to say. It is a submission that I got out of the air. And what is the submission? No Haitian landed on Adelaide. I challenge them to produce one. Y'all think me stupid, eh? Huh? Frankie will tell you that none of us are stupid. Who told y'all Haitian landed in Adelaide? Now you may have seen the Haitian boat at Adelaide. But by grab, in the spirit, it is being revealed to me that they got off about 2 miles back yonder, and then the boat end up there. Y'all think me stupid, eh? Huh? We see how our brother was able to come to the Bahamas and get citizenship. We ain't stupid. Our brother. So I want them to produce the evidence that Haitian landed. Who tell y'all we got off at Adelaide? Huh? We didn't get off at Adelaide. And all I'm saying, it's the Spirit who revealed it to me. A bunch of incompetent Negroes say y'all is Minister of National Security and y'all in charge of immigration. And you're all in charge of the defense force and the police force and the immigration department. You all think Haitians stupid, eh? We ain't stupid. Huh? We ain't stupid. And so the Spirit has revealed to me, Dr. Menace, that not a human being got off at Adelaide. So that's the breaking news. And you can report me and quote me and say that I went off in a trance, and by the time I returned, it has been revealed to me that not a single Haitian national landed on Adelaide. Y'all think we stupid, eh? Frankie, tell them. Frankie will tell y'all. Huh? And as proof that we are not stupid, let's look at Frankie. All right? No evidence that Frankie was born in the Princess Margaret Hospital. No evidence that Frankie was born on the island of New Providence. And for 29 years, Frankie joined the police force. And now, Frankie is a member of parliament. So, Menace, the Haitian you got, they ain't come on the boat. The Spirit has revealed to me, note what I say, the Spirit has revealed to me that they got off back yonder. Y'all think we stupid, eh? We ain't stupid. So, my spiritual advisor, it's breaking news that it has been revealed to me while I was in a trance that not a single Haitian landed at Adelaide.
All right, so you're contradicting the reports that may have been received by the media. Because apparently, I think they're saying that they did find some clothing nearby that vessel, right?
And what kind of clothes were they? Are they going to call the clothes?
They didn't describe
They're going to say the
clothes,
clothes was Haitian clothes?
Well, they didn't describe the clothes.
Huh?
It's just said that they found some clothing near the vessel. I mean, I don't know. What spirit is revealing this information to you?
Listen to me. Everything I've always said on Freedom
but
March.
what spirit? You're saying the Spirit has revealed to you. Now, is this the Spirit of the Almighty God? The one true Spirit? Is it the Holy Spirit? Or are you under some influence other than the Spirit? The other spirit, wines and spirit.
My spiritual advisor. My spiritual advisor. Are you aiding and abetting
No, I'm not in the
forces of evil?
You're contradicting the reports that actually went to the public.
I am the only. What am I?
It has been revealed to you. Are you an ombudsman? What have you been investigating?
Today, I played what kind of journalist?
You play journalist.
Investigative
journalist, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Tout le monde haïtien.
So your investigation has led you to...
Esprit dit, bateau haïtien, pas vini, la mer à côté de... What, Mr. Meles name? À côté de Monsieur Meles, avec Pebroyo. Avant, bateau arrive à côté de Meles, un pile Pebroyo came off the boat. Bunch of incompetent Negroes. Y'all don't deserve government. A whole boat landed and nobody saw it. Huh? So, that's it. I told y'all that only me and Frankie could solve this. Because if Frankie and I get together, because I'm older than Frankie, and understand the history as equally as Frankie, I only need to ask Frankie to tell Menace if he is aware of something we call a safe house. Ah, boy. Bunch of incompetent Negroes, eh? Say y'all is government. What kind of government y'all is? Huh? Can't even tell when the Haitian slope come. Don't even see the boat when the boat got people. And y'all only could find it when my people, the Haitian people, would have safely disembarked. A bunch of incompetent Negroes. Y'all playing government. Huh? Y'all are incompetent. Frankie, what we can do? Est-ce que vous parlez c'est vrai pour ministre? Parce que si nous pas parler c'est vrai, m'a fermé bouche là.
Listen, Mr. Monica, I have personally witnessed a lot of Haitian landings. All
Did
right?
you witness the one on Sunday?
Let me just make my point.
Go ahead, my
all right?
spiritual advisor.
I've witnessed a few Haitian landings, right? And there are some things that are in common with what would happen on Adelaide Beach and what happened a few times in the the Marshall Road, South Beach area.
Go ahead, my spiritual
right?
advisor.
And one of those things that I've noticed myself is that whenever Haitians land, there's always some change of clothing. Because I have walked with immigration officers in the Marshall Road, South Beach area after landing and see clothing scattered throughout the bushes.
And what is your point?
My point is that I believe that Haitians came on that vessel. I believe that.
I believe that too.
Because I see the similarities of that vessel, looking at it, and what I have witnessed into Marshall Road on a few occasions, and immigration can tell you that whenever a Haitian vessel approached that shore, I'm normally the first one to see it.
How come?
Well, because
I
the
mean,
dogs.
how come you ain't see this one?
Well, no, that's in Adelaide. But I can tell you that over the last few years, no landings in that South Beach area has happened because I am always on that. Immigration can tell you that they normally get the call from me.
Okay.
All right. So I have no doubt that what has been reported about that vessel is in fact true.
So let me test you then. What has the authorities revealed that you have accepted?
I've accepted that there's some clothing scattered in Adelaide and that those clothing belong to people who was on that vessel.
Okay.
All right.
And
I looked at that
and
vessel
do you
and
believe,
that is a Haitian sloop.
listen, do you believe that the people landed there?
It's a possibility.
So why they can't find them?
It all
All
depends.
the Haitians that they have arrested,
well,
not one man, woman or child came on that boat.
I can tell you what possibly may have happened.
Let me hear it, my spiritual advisor.
This trip may have been well organized and well perpetrated. There may have been help given to these people. There may have been vehicles who were in the area to pick these people up, and by the time the authorities got note of what had happened, they had vanished.
Okay. Well,
it's an organized thing, you know. This situation with human smuggling into the country is organized.
Of course it is organized, and that is why I say that when the boat landed at Adelaide, there was nobody on the boat. Bunch of dumb Negroes.
So where did they get off?
Government.
Where did they get off?
In the spirit world.
Wow.
Before they reached there.
I don't know if you're being fair with people, Mr. Monica.
So why is it that they have not been able to find anybody? They are all over Carmichael Road. They've been into the Sandwich Place. All over. I observed them today. Huh? How come they ain't find them?
They're probably still in the bush.
Huh?
Narajaya.
No. Yo pa kashi. Narajaya. No, sir. So, folks, my investigative journalism took me into the spirit realm, and I submit that these incompetent Negroes don't recognize that not a Haitian landed in Adelaide. The spirit tells me they got off before the boat landed. This is Freedom March. It's investigative journalism.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV Studios here in Nassau, Bahamas. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace within the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. My spiritual advisor, Bradley Road, is here. Bradley, sac passe. Well, shall we talk to our people? Should we talk to our people who is my spiritual advisor? Should we talk to our people who might be hiding in the bush?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kashi Naraja,
Really? My spiritual advisor, how dare you break the law by saying those things? Stop it before Frankie tells Menace what we are saying.
Listen, man, why don't you leave my MP alone, man? Seriously, man. Leave Frankie alone, eh?
Okay.
Let this man do his job.
Okay.
He's governing. He's helping to govern the Bahamas.
Yeah.
He's a Bahamian.
He's doing a wonderful job. Yeah. Folks, when we took the adjournment, we were looking at the Bahama Journal. This is the Bahama Journal. Isn't it? Doesn't it have a wonderful headline? All right. And we saw where the Prime Minister has revealed that he is troubled over Haitian escape. Minister ain't see trouble yet until such time as he investigate the citizenship of Frankie. What are you making signs to me for? Goodness of mercy. For a second, I thought immigration was outside the studio. Listen, immigration, the spirit tell me that, okay? And in the spirit realm, you can't question my veracity. But I'm a investigative journalist, and I'm just amazed of how ignorant the government is. So when we took the adjournment, we referred to you how Dr. Menace has revealed that he is troubled. And of course, he needs to call in his Minister of National Security, Marvin Dames and Brent Simnett, and find out how is it that that slope could come in and they are not aware of it. Well, having told you what the Prime Minister had to say on the issue, I should now look at what the leader of the opposition in this country has to say. And all of you know that Philip Brave Davis is the leader of Her Majesty's loyal opposition. The Bahama Journal headline says, and I quote, "National security failure." That's a very serious headline, taking into consideration that the government believed that illegal Haitian immigrants were on that boat and they ain't catch one. You hear me? And I shall tell you, they shall not catch any. All right? They shall not. Because the government is infiltrated. And there are fifth columnists there. And Menace, in his political ignorance, has refused to acknowledge that there are fifth columnists in his government. And they are working counter to the national security. Take it from me. I know what I'm saying. Because I want the citizenry to note everything I say, and in the fullness of time, it shall be revealed. All right? So let's see what Philip Brave Davis has to say. A statement from the office of the leader of the opposition, Philip Davis, is highly critical of the Minister of National Security, Marvin Dames, noting that the excuse given on the escape of illegal Haitian nationals on Sunday was not enough, calling it an unacceptable security failure. That's a very serious allegation. That's a very serious allegation coming from the leader of the opposition. It's a very serious allegation that if Menace was smart, he would appoint a royal blue ribbon commission of inquiry. It's a very serious allegation. The excuse given by the Minister of National Security for his government's failure to spot a sailing sloop with suspected illegal immigrants aboard within a 2-mile range of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force base is unacceptable. In this instance, our party does not ask him to guard the whole Bahamas, but to simply guard the shoreline close to the Defense Force base. The forces under his command could not even do that. My God, Philip Brave Davis looked like he getting soft in his life. He said he ain't want them to guard the whole Bahamas, but at least the shoreline near towards the defense force. That's very reasonable. And Marvin couldn't do that. Couldn't. The Minister of National Security is obligated to give a full account. You one of the women there? This is powerful. Mwah. Okay. This is powerful. The Minister for National Security, that was one of the women them. Things are happening strange. A whole woman came down through the ceiling a second ago. And I'm not saying things. It's a beautiful...
Yeah, she's beautiful.
It's like mango skin. Is she a mango skin woman?
No, she's like mocha. She's like brown skin. That
ain't in it.
No.
Okay.
No.
You are my spiritual advisor.
She's that pretty brown skin.
The Minister for National Security must accept full responsibility for these failures. The Minister of National Security is obligated to give a full account as to what personnel or what established security protocols failed, which resulted in allowing undocumented illegals to go undetected right on the doorstep of the defense force. That is coming from the leader of Her Majesty's opposition in this country. This was an unacceptable security failure that requires an immediate investigation so we know why it happened and what we can do to avoid it from happening again, the statement said. The statement implored the Free National Movement administration to stop deflecting attention through poor excuses. However, the Minister of National Security, Marvin Daines, says every vessel that traverses the waters of the Bahamas cannot readily be identified and intercepted. That's unacceptable, Marvin. He said that a number of technologies, new and old, are being sought, but in defense of... Nope, let me read it again. He said that a number of technologies, new and old, are being sought out in defense of protecting the borders. We are working on improving our reach through the Sandy Bottom Project, where we are expanding our reach throughout the Bahamas by putting bases in strategic area to protect our borders. But despite our partnerships with other nations, we still have persons who are successful in getting through, whether it's drugs, whether it's the illegal trafficking of persons, or whether it's firearms. And that's why I say that we need to improve our capacity. That's Marvin Daines. The Bahamas is an archipelagic nation with over 700 islands and keys that stretches over 100,000 square miles of sea. I can tell you from personal experience, I've had many tips. I've had many trips. Let me be fair to Marvin. I can tell you from personal experience, I have had many trips when I was in the police force running operations. You can go out for hours and not see anything, land, boat, or anything else. For someone to think that every vessel that comes through here should be identified, that's not humanly possible. So my point is that we have to use intelligence to drive our business. Law enforcement is a very dynamic business. When you create strategies and develop initiatives to target criminal activities and criminal gangs and transnational organizations, they too would realize that when they feel that push, they are going to find other means to circumvent their activities. And you have to adjust to that, Mr. Dames said. That's what Marvin says. And I'm very displeased. Marvin is finding excuse. What the heck he mean? Huh? All Brave Davis is asking, you know, at least protect the Defense Force base. This is a major security threat where a boat can come right into the nation's city, the nation capital, where the vast majority of the population resides. It could have been a terrorist boat. The next thing we know, the mailers them get blown up in the back there and nobody know. All right? And I'm a suspicious Negro. Had that happened, my mind would have taken me back to the 1984 Commission of Inquiry. That's where it would take me back. But look what is taking place. The government can't protect. It's amazing. We need a people's militia. A people's militia to guard the Defense Force and to guard the immigration. Because take it from me, on Marvin Dames' watch, we're seeing gross incompetency. All that money, Papa waste on Marvin. Send him to Canada where the smart white people is. He worked with the mountain police. The mountain police are trained. They always get their man. We send him to the FBI. The FBI is smart. They always get their people. We send Marvin all over the world. And Marvin look like he ain't learned nothing. I don't understand this. I know Marvin's smart. But when I examine what he is doing, there Marvin down the road, they'll say they checking in Adelaide for the Haitian them and the Haitian them. And the spirit, it's in the spirit. It's in my mind. My mind. It's been revealed to me in my head that they didn't get off there. And that's why those Negroes cannot find them. So we're in trouble. And what Dr. Minnis should do is to name me in charge of immigration. And you all ain't got to pay me, you know. I ain't want no salary. And no boat will pass me unless I decide that the boat will pass me. But I'm committed to the rule of law, and I could solve this problem for them, you know. But I need Frankie help. I need Frankie help because I am Haitian, and Frankie is a Haitian. Only difference between me and Frankie is my papers are straight, and Frankie papers ain't straight. And Minnis knows me. Me and Minnis used to meet quietly, you know. And he knows me. But he's prepared to accept Frankie's word over me. Huh? Well, that's what you get, Minnis. You want to accept his word, eh? Go ahead. You all will never catch Haitian. You think we stupid, eh? Huh? Well, never. Because in the government of the Bahamas are fifth columnists. I've never been a fifth columnist. I've always been faithful to Her Majesty the Queen and her successors according to law. It is a wonderful day for me as I look at the incompetency of you Negroes. I mean, you all listen to this great say, y'all can't even catch Haitian. Y'all can't catch Haitian. Huh? Y'all cannot catch the boat. All right? Frankie and I, we are Haitian exploits. Me and Frankie. And if Frankie and I were to get together, after Frankie becomes a citizen of the Bahamas, we can solve it. Because there's a secret that Frankie knows. And Frankie knows that I know. That there is something called a safe house. Frankie, talk to Minnis. Tell Minnis what is a safe house. All right? So that is as much as I shall talk about it today. My spiritual advisor,
That's it. Yeah.
what have you discerned?
No, you said it.
You think I've said it?
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Everyone would agree with you.
You think so?
It is a major breach, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And watch what happens among these Negroes. Nobody get fired. Huh? Nobody get fired. A whole minister of national security, right? And no head roll. You see what we up again? Y'all are Negroes. And y'all are not educated in the convention. That's what y'all are. Y'all are a bunch of incompetent Negro leaders. Y'all don't understand the system. Y'all don't know what is accountability. Y'all don't know what is transparency. Y'all don't know what it is to be responsible and to hold leaders accountable. You could be the Minister of National Security, and that happened, and nobody fire you. Brent Sumner could be in charge of immigration for the second time. And between him and Marvin, they couldn't sit down with Frankie. We know Frankie is Haitian. They got to sit down with Frankie and say, "Now, Frankie, help us to defend the borders." But I don't know what to say. I better be careful, because I know Marvin is waiting to beat me up. So I better be careful. But you Negroes will not solve it, because the Haitian dam did not land there. Ha! With your dumb, God forgive me, stupid self. Oh, did I send my spiritual
Yeah, man, pull
advisor?
that back, pull that back.
And you say pull it back, what you mean?
You mean, rephrase that, man.
Tout le monde haïtien.
Yeah, that's not nice, eh?
Tout le monde haïtien. Est-ce que vous cachez dans village haïtien?
Yeah.
Est-ce que vous cachez?
Yeah, that's where they are. That's where they are, Mr. Monka. That's how they blend in. Because
Huh?
it's organized. That's how they blend in. They're right in there. So what immigration has to do is to raid all
You can't read
of
all.
these Haitian villages.
Hold
Raid
on
all
a
of them.
second now. There are my
Turn them
people.
all out.
Hold on a second now. It is discriminatory to go into the Haitian village, and just because you see black people there speaking Haitian Creole,
Yeah.
you have no right to do it. Because I want y'all to know that in at least 2 Haitian villages, I am claiming 2 Haitian women. And see it in the purest sense. And anybody catch her, it will be me and them. Simple as that. How that sound, my spiritual advisor?
You're claiming 2 women, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
As leader of the woman them. How that sound?
Okay. I go with
This
you on
is
that.
powerful. Okay, so we have solved the missing Haitian. They got off before the vessel landed at Adelaide. Goodness me. A bunch of dumb Negroes, eh? Can't protect the capital. All right? Can't protect the capital.
But you can somewhat have an appreciation for the Minister of National Security statement in regards to, how vast our borders are.
Man, my
you
spiritual
know.
advisor, that's a dumb explanation.
Listen, Mr.
We're
Monk.
talking about the nation's capital.
Yeah, we understand that.
Huh?
But listen, you got over 100,000 square miles of ocean.
My God.
I mean,
you can't.
that's kind of difficult
No.
to secure.
No. That's not true.
All right, so listen, the closest island to Haiti would be Inagua?
Yes.
Good. Do we have a defense force base there, right?
I don't know what's going on at
And
Managua.
well, the thing is, we have invested, I think, over $200 million on some vessels, right?
I don't know.
I'm almost certain that's what happened. So what needs to happen is the government needs to make sure that these vessels are near Inagua, because that would be the closest entry point to Haiti where these boats leave. Because normally, I believe these boats normally leave from the northern point of Haiti, which is like
Cut off that music
which-
in my ear, Mr. Producer.
which is like Cape Haitian, and once they leave Cape Haitian, there's only one direction they come in. I think if we man that area, we may be able to stop them before they slip all the way up to Adelaide Village. But we are challenged. We are challenged.
Why are you
over,
finding excuses for these
Listen,
Negroes?
Listen, you know what's
The
interesting?
boat got to Adelaide.
Yes, that one
You
slipping.
mean to tell me the defense force didn't see it?
Well, yeah, they should have seen that one.
You mean
As
to
close
tell
as it
me
is, yeah, they should have
that
seen that.
immigration didn't
Somebody,
see it?
yeah, somebody was sleeping.
Huh?
Somebody was sleeping at the wheel.
Marvin was sleeping.
Somebody was sleeping at the wheel.
Him and Brent Simonet, they were sleeping. Brent sleep in the east. I wonder where Marvin slept. Man, y'all are incompetent. Say y'all got government. Y'all ain't got no government.
Y'all are a bunch of incompetent politicians. Huh? And each citizen,
Yep.
we ought to be armed. We ought to be armed because we can't count on you all to defend us. Huh? Say Haitian. No evidence that it was Haitian on that boat. You hear what I tell you? They have no evidence. All they're doing is picking up Haitian people. But they have no evidence. They even ain't catch one. Not even one. Boy, y'all incompetent? Say y'all in charge of country. Brent say he's Minister of Labor, Minister of Immigration. Marvin say he's Minister of National Security. What kind of minister y'all is? Huh? Y'all ain't got no shame, no national pride. I say, Brent, you just like them. You's a Negro just like them. Huh? A bunch of incompetent men. Y'all should hang your head in shame. Nothing to y'all. Nothing. But that's the price that you pay when there are fifth columners in the government. Ah, boy. Anything else you want to say, my spiritual advisor?
You covered everything.
You think I've covered everything? This is powerful. Well, we're going to have to look at some very serious allegation that the Minister of Health, Dr. Dwayne Sands, is discussing. It's very serious because I have observed the FNM who think it is popular to keep telling us how we need to follow the world and legalize marijuana. All right? I watched that. If members of the FNM, you see, let me tell you one of the reasons why. I know of a certain FNM who not only smoked dope, used to take coke. You heard me? He was big thing in the government, but he was a cokehead. I kept it quiet because, the country is small. They even had an FNM minister. They used to go in Bain Town to pick up the minister drugs. You heard me? That's why I'm extremely concerned when I hear all this talk about the legalization of marijuana, because nobody has told me how will we be able to avoid snake tail. Not snake tail.
Lizard tail.
Lizard tail. My neighbor, they give him some grass. The grass had lizard tail, and he went crazy. My other neighbor, they mix up mothball and put some in one neighbor coke and the next one in the neighbor marijuana. And they went crazy. They know I from Black Village. I am a brother of the blocks. And while I've never indulged or participated in the use of illegal drugs, I was smart enough to watch. So I'm very concerned. And I don't like how my party has been pushing for the legalization of drugs. Meanwhile, I've never heard the PLP push for drugs. Never. But everybody think it's cool. But nobody has been able to say to me that when the marijuana become lawful, who is going to be licensed to push it? That's what I want to know. Who can push the marijuana? Who can have the license? And how will they guarantee me that there will be no lizard tail in the Cochon? Who is going to guarantee me that? Because as I speak not only as a citizen of the Bahamas, I speak as a grandfather. And I tired hearing the FNM talking nonsense about the legalization of drugs. Because, take it from me, they had a coke head in the FNM who rose to a high power. And let me tell you, he was giddy. I used to watch him. Giddy, giddy, giddy. When he sniffed that coke, I was so embarrassed. One day, one of the most senior men of Black Village and I paid a visit on him. And I thought that FNM was safe. Only for the senior man to say to me, you know he on cocaine. And I started robbing with him. And then it dawned on me, I better listen
to the senior man from Black Village because he could spot a coke head a mile away. I say no! I say no. But when I return, we will look at the narcotics that these gangster doctors are prescribing for American tourists. This is Freedom March. I'll be right back.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV studios here in Nassau, Bahamas. My name is Rodney Monker. Praise the Lord. My spiritual advisor, Bradley Rule, is here. Bradley, kindly give me a salute.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Monker.
I am disturbed over an article which is in today's edition of the Bahama Journal, in which the minister responsible for health, Dr. Dwayne Sands, spoke about what he called, quote, gray market drugs. And I want to help him because I believe that Dr. Dwayne Sands is a good man. But I believe that he does not have good political advisors. And I owe Dwayne Sands a little favor. So I'm going to help him. I'm going to take him and teach him some history. History which I shall refer to as Ministry of Health history. But before I teach him the history, let me look at what he has said in the Bahama Journal. Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands said narcotics is a big problem for the Bahamas. In an interview yesterday, Sands said the Bahamas is seeing what is called gray market drugs. Drugs that ought to be going to Turkey or Guadeloupe or another country, not intended for this market, are making their way into this country, Sands said. Just bear with me for a second. Yes, I find it. He acknowledged, that's Dr. Dwayne Sands, that this due to the fact that the legislation governing the pharmaceutical market is just not as strong as it should be. Bear in mind, when we look at medications and surgical supplies, a lot of the legislative and regulatory oversight, which ought to be protecting the Bahamian public, needs strengthening, Sands said. He said he believes that the Bahamas finds itself participating in the narcotics challenge. I have to read it again. Take into consideration, I'm wearing glasses. Let me read it one more time. Dr. Sands said he believes that the Bahamas finds itself participating in the narcotics challenge in the United States as visitors come here not necessarily for sun and sea, but for narcotics, which is a challenge the government is addressing. Shortage of drugs for those who need it, he said, could be because doctors are prescribing those. Can't see it. The Bahama Journal didn't print that, but it seems to suggest prescribing those pain medication intended for use to the visitors. What ends up happening is some persons that medically need it must go to several pharmacies before they can receive what they need, Sands said. More than $20 million is spent annually on medication, which is separate and apart from the $7 million spent on the prescription drugs. He added that they are in the process of strengthening the law. We don't have the same level of drug enforcement agency type of oversight of narcotics in the Bahamas. The same type of prescription that I write a regular request for insulin, I can write a request for morphine. And so while it is possible to track it, it doesn't have the sort of robust safety net in order to protect the Bahamas, Dr. Sands said. The Pan American Health Organization was in the Bahamas last week and completed a technical visit specifically to address some of the gap in these areas. Okay, so you have an idea. Science is concerned that certain medication that are needed to treat certain category of patients. U.S. citizens can come and go to a doctor and maybe say he needs some morphine. Now take into consideration, if a person show up to a doctor requesting certain medication, he's not a patient of the doctor, right? There's no evidence that he needs the medication. But if the doctor prescribes it, the doctor is a gangster. Now, how do I help Dr. Sands? I shall help him by going down memory lane. It was perhaps between 1979 and perhaps 83. All right? Paul Thompson, who is 90 years old, who is a retired assistant commissioner of police, was faced with a challenge where there was a gangster magistrate. She's dead, and I hope that before she died, she sought forgiveness from God, or she's going to burst hell wide open. The magistrate had before her a man who was charged for the importation of quaaludes, a serious drugs. I can remember the young men taking quaaludes, and when they take quaaludes, they freak out. They go crazy. But that lawyer who was representing the gangsters who imported these drugs into the country was successful in arguing before the magistrate, one, that those drugs did not constitute a criminal offense in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas because they were not legal. And the magistrate accordingly accepted his argument and ordered the police to return the quaaludes. What did Paul Thompson do? Here is a responsible policeman who recognized that the law was on the gangster side, who recognized that the magistrate ruling according to law was fair. But Paul Thompson, still alive, recognized that the magistrate was a gangster. And what did Paul Thompson do? There existed in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas a minister of health, similar to how Dr. Dwayne Sands is the minister of health. Paul Thompson told the police, stall in releasing these drugs. And Paul was young, and he was perhaps one of the best athletes on the Royal Bahamas Police Force. And as he ordered the men to stall, he didn't say don't surrender. He said take long time in surrendering. He break off, run towards the post office where Perry Gladstone Christie was the Minister of Health. And when he knocked on Christie's door, thank God Christie had arrived to work on time. And Paul said to him, Mr. Minister of Health, the court has ordered me to release the quaaludes to those gangsters, my words. But you, Minister, you have the power to declare these drugs illegal. And as Paul Thompson was telling Perry Christie, the then PLP Minister of Health, Christie started dictating, signed the order, and the drugs were never released. You see why I need to be on radio and TV because I remember them things. And Paul Thompson is alive. And he will confirm that what I say principally is true. So, Dr. Sands, having told you that any drugs that you determine is unlawful, I say if Christie had the power over 30 odd years ago, you got the power. See, you need Carl Bettel. Carl ain't remember that. But I remember it because I thought that Paul Thompson, notwithstanding all the sins he has committed, by that very act, his sins were washed clean because he protected the country and thousands of young people, particularly men, young men, who were abusing the drug and going crazy. So you see, Dwayne Sands, your problem is solved. Check your files, see what power Christie used, and you can then sign without going to Parliament. So that's the answer. My spiritual advisor, aren't you going to compliment me for saying them things?
I stay far away from drugs and the
You're not going to compliment me for telling Dwayne Sands how Christie solved the problem?
Yes.
Lord,
forgive me.
mercy.
Yes, Mr. Monka. Mind you talked about that before, though. It's not the first time you've mentioned that.
This is a new thing. But
Dwayne Sands, first time you've mentioned it.
Right. And so Dwayne Sands raises the point, and I'm telling him that he can solve it within the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, no problem.
And if he just ask Paul Thompson. Paul Thompson right there. He's 90, and he's young and strong. So this can be solved. That's all I'm trying to establish.
Absolutely.
All right? And if you only know how to do it, just ask me to do it. I show off, you know. Go home, and when I finish drafting that affidavit, that's it. So the problem is easy to be solved. All right? Because I am aware as a taxi driver that not only medical doctors are doing it, you know, Dwayne, some dentists are doing it. Yeah. It's a gangster society. It is a gangster society. But you, Dr. Sands, can regulate it because the same way Paul Thompson, over 30 odd years ago, was able to get the then PLP Minister of Health, Perry Gladstone Christie, to declare it unlawful. And listen, it was plenty quaaludes. If the police had returned those quaaludes to the gangsters, Nassau would have been, everybody would have been freaking out who took quaaludes. So it's an easy thing. I just had to say it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Am I on TV?
No, the Facebook feed is interrupted, but yep.
Are we on TV?
You are, yeah.
But somebody answer me. Yeah?
You're live.
This is good. Okay, that's a whole woman in there with y'all? Wow. Goodness of mercy, my spiritual advisor. Listen, yeah, I'm 60, but I have...
Be careful, eh?
But I have the gift...
Of what?
Of admiration. And when I admire the woman, I do it in a safe manner.
All right, no problem.
My spiritual advisor, you will not determine if any woman is to come
Tell
on
her come. She can sit right between me and Mr. Monka.
This woman looked like Sapa Dilla.
She's mocha.
And sweet sugar
skin the color mocha.
Flowing. We mustn't sin, my spiritual advisor.
Yeah, listen, we have a lot of text.
Read some text.
How much more time in this segment?
I don't know. The clock cut off. Y'all make sure y'all don't cut me off, eh? Because I can't see the clock. I can't time myself. Folks, doing show, they have your timing.
Any phone calls? Anybody on the line? Mr. Spiritual Advisor, please let Mr. Monka know that he is a fifth columnist of the highest order. You saw Mr. Monka holding up the Haitians' land, and you said you was in a meeting with Dr. Menace secretly. PLP's Monka can't be...
What are these Negroes saying?
Trusted.
Why are you misunderstanding? I'm saying that Menace should accept my word over Frankie. Because there was a time when Menace and I used to meet. And Menace know that everything I told him was true.
Mr. Monka, the post office really would like to march against their condition. Frankie let the post office close for 3 days, Mr. Monka.
Listen,
I shall visit you all tomorrow. I love how you all are marching, and I'll come.
Mr. Roll, you are right. A boat landed in Eleuthera, and the Haitians were walking broad daylight, naked, no clothes on. Good afternoon, Mr. Senator and Spiritual Advisor. Your Negro doctor guest doesn't look too comfortable sitting in the middle of you two guys speaking Creole. Can you guys please translate for her on your English viewers? I guess that's a text from yesterday, Mr. Munker.
It was.
Dear Mr. Munker, now that you have a doctor in your show, I think it would be wise to let her check your
Check my.
your head and your prostate.
Well, now, stop it and be respectful. Do I have a phone call? Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon, Mr. Munker, and the spiritual advisor.
Yes, good afternoon. How you doing?
Mr. Munker,
Yes.
what did happen to the Haitian lady? You said they pick her up off the road, going to work, and she didn't leave with two little girls. Whatever did happen with her?
Oh,
She
praise the Lord. Oh, praise the Lord. She has been released.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, you all have a good day.
I
do the
thank you
same.
very much. More text, my spiritual advisor.
Any more calls?
Read text.
Mr. Munker, there is no Facebook feed and no sound.
Really? What's going on? Because my Facebook keeps showing me.
Good evening, Mr. Munker. Wish my big brother, Don Jones,
Pardon?
a happy birthday.
I didn't hear what the person say.
Good evening, Mr. Munker. Wish my big brother, Don Jones, a happy birthday.
Don Jones.
Coming in from Ursula.
Happy birthday. And it's from your sister, Ursula.
Good day, Mr. Munker. How the FM go say they want raids and can't protect the Bahama land?
Wow. Mr. Monka, whatever they say about Fred Mitchell, he used to catch Haitians. Okay? I have a phone call. Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Mr. Monker?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. This the lady who spoke to you, who I was supposed to meet you by your office today.
Yes.
Well, I was by your office, but apparently, I guess you was doing your investigation.
Listen, I was undercover in Carmichael Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to air this, because I want the public to know that this situation, when people are retired from the public service, the situation that they have to be going through to get their money.
Yes.
You understand?
Have you
I can't
spoken?
tell BC. I can't tell water and sewage.
Have you spoken to Dr. Dwayne Sands?
Mr. Monco?
Yes.
I had all my documents in my bag today to show you. I wrote in ample time for them to get things sorted out. I don't think nobody should wait a year and a half in order to get their retirement money. Now they want to put me, talk about go to labor board. What are you going to labor board for? I didn't work. I ain't looking for no job.
What they want you to go to the labor board for?
They take the labor board to try to get me some assistance. And then God bless the little husband I had, leave me a couple of cents what I had to float on. And right now I want my money.
Well, listen.
I owe government nothing.
This month is Woman
And listen to
Month.
Month. Next month is December. And guess what? If they don't start working now, next month, you ain't going to hear nothing.
Okay, I want you to do something for me.
I had a little opportunity to have little funds to float me. But what about those persons who don't have no little funds to float them? You understand? And they're hurting, man. I'm hurting right now because I just want my money.
I want to give you a test. Are you there? Hello? Is the woman gone?
No, I'm here.
Okay. The member of parliament for Seabreeze, Lanisha Roll, is celebrating Women's Month. We're going to test Lanisha to see if she believes in woman. So I want you to go to her office.
Where is her office located? I tired of walking up and down.
You know where?
Right up right now.
On John F. Kennedy and Bethel Avenue, one building right there.
What's the number for there?
I don't have the number. Other than that, I would have you fax up. But you go there, and I want you to look in the newspaper also when they having this woman conference. Go see Lanisha now, the minister. And then if she doesn't...
One last thing, Mr.
Hold on, listen to me first.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't solve your problem, I want you to go to the woman conference. Because Comrade Marion Bethel is speaking to them. And I want you to complain to them
because I want to test their leadership against my leadership. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't solve your problem, you come back to me.
You say Bethel Avenue?
Bethel Avenue, where Melanie Griffin office used to be.
Oh, yeah, that was my MP.
Well, but you
Miss
better
Griffin.
listen.
Yeah,
Don't let them know you use
Mr.
PLP. You know.
So
Yes.
you said I'll do that. I will go there tomorrow because let me tell you something. I ain't begging for nothing. I ain't looking for no hand down. I just want what it deserves to me.
Go see them, and call me back tomorrow. By then, I should have the date that they're having the woman conference, and
Yes,
I
sir.
want you and all the women them who are being oppressed to
Yes,
attend
sir.
it. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
You take good care.
Okay. Bye.
My Negro sister.
Thank you.
Anybody else on the phone? Anybody else on the phone? My spiritual advisor, do you have more text?
Yes, we got some more text.
For Lanisha to say that she is having a woman conference and you wouldn't pay these women. Huh? Just because you all know there's PLP supporters. I can have my own woman conference. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Honorable Senator, I don't believe that Haitians came on that boat. I believe it was a drug shipment.
Wow. That's powerful. That's very powerful. Go ahead.
Mr. Monica, they thought you was crazy and you don't know what you be talking about. Now they all crying about the facts.
Yes, they didn't listen to me. Good afternoon, Mr. Monica. Please give a very special shout out to Miss Cassandra Knowles in Governor's Harbor. She is one of the women them. The people down there watch you every day. They love them some Rodney Monica. Well, I'm flattered. Thank you. Cassandra Knowles, listen, it is an honor to salute you. And as leader of the woman them, I ask you to continue to reject gender equality. It's the works of the devil. And you continue to support me. And I shall defend the woman them. Because I am the woman them sugar.
Good evening,
This
gentlemen.
is powerful.
These banks are legalized mafia and gangsters. Their mortgage interest rates are higher than anywhere else in the world. And to see that successive governments have done nothing to address their quandary.
Wow.
You're a right spiritual advisor. If you borrow $200,000, you end up paying back more than $500,000. Time to let the web shops do mortgages.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monica. The people in Marsh Harbor would like to know when government is going to pay the workers for cleaning the clinic. It is 6 months now, and we have not been paid. It is 11 workers, 3 shifts per day, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and all of us have children to feed and bills to pay. What should we do? We are tired of waiting every time. Our boss go to Nassau or call. All they tell her is they're working on it, Mr. Monica. We love our job, but we can't wait no longer. This is poor on our government. What should we do? We need to be paid. Please help us. The staff from Government Clinic, Marsh Harbor, Abaco. My God. Dr. Dwayne Sands. When you can pay the people then, man. And if you can't pay them, at least give the people an explanation. But it can't be fair what you all are doing to the poor people in Marsh Harbor. And I take that personally because my grandpa was born in Green Title Key. They're my people. Would you please pay them, Dr. Sands? Okay? He was my doctor. And I feel compromised. But I don't want you to compromise me. Please pay the people them. Okay? Marsh Harbor, keep me abreast. And if Dwayne Sands doesn't pay, we're going to have to picket him. Goodness me. I'm now forced to picket my doctor. Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
Good day, gentlemen. Spiritual advisor and Mr. Monica, the labor board is so behind the ball. Every time you look in the papers, these positions always asking for other languages to assist these job titles. How many Bahamians know Spanish, French, or German, or even Dutch? Wow, please, come on. Give the Bahamians a chance. What do you think, Mr. Monica? How can we fix this?
Don't forget what's going on. This is what I call gangsterism. They really don't want to employ us. So they come up with all these means. And guess what you have? A Negro government in charge of the Ministry of Immigration. And they sell work permit
But I say, you didn't listen to me. I told y'all, I said, listen, if you cannot vote PLP, come with me on the beach. Y'all say it was crazy. Now the FNM is jacking y'all up. And if you look at the newspaper, the only thing they are preoccupied with is borrowing more money. So they, with their greedy self, can give themselves a raise. Boy, this can be a rough Christmas because they ain't like us. I told y'all, they do not like the Negro people. This is Freedom March. When will the FNM do something for the people?
Do you have something to say to the senator? Call Freedom March at 323-7775. Toll free from anywhere in the Bahamas at 242-300-0045. Freedom March with Rodney Monker, only on ILTV. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV studios here in Nassau, Bahamas. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm joined in studio by my spiritual advisor, Bradley Roll. And then, of course, there is a wonderful young lady who has joined us. She is Bella Flames. Bella Flames. And as you might not be aware, Bella in one language means Linda. And Linda in another language means Bella. And Bella is like Biel. And in Haitian Creole and French, Biel is beautiful. So meet Bella Flames. She's going to be one of the talk show personality here because, as you ought to have known, we have not only TV, but we got radio now. And radio is, you know, on the air, but not officially. So, Bella Flames.
Thank you, Mr.
What a wonderful name.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Freedom Art.
Thank you for having me.
I was just curious. Your surname, Flames. Where are the flames from?
Well, now, Mr. Monker, you know that's a stage name, right?
Oh, that's not your real name? Man, seriously?
Yes, Mr.
Because
Monker.
when I saw you, I said, my goodness, the flames are not only hot, they are beautiful and fiery. So is that your real name?
No, that's my stage name.
I wouldn't want you to say your real name then because, you know, my party might expect you to be a part of it.
What's up, man?
Because, you know, you look like, you know, my party.
Yes.
The FNM.
Flames.
My spiritual advice,
Light up your life.
I think we have a phone call.
Okay, let's take that call.
And let us teach Sister Flames how hot things can
Let's get in
become.
here. Okay.
Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Goodness me. Anybody else
That person
there?
is gone.
Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Hello, Mr. Monka. How are you today?
Listen, I'm fine. As you can see, I have Sister Bella Flames.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Monka, Bank of Bahamas is falling short badly.
What do you mean by that?
Last year, the Minister of Finance said that the MPs owe $600 and something million to Bank of Bahamas.
The MPs?
And he needs the money.
Okay.
Okay? This was El Keaton, when he was in charge of finance, say, the ministers them owes a lot of money, $600 something thousand, and none of them is paying it back.
When did he say this?
Now, I have a little savings there, must be about $1,300. I went to get it. They tell me by the end of the year, I could come and claim this money.
Really? Why can't you get it tomorrow?
And I had to write at least about, I had to write a letter to them, plus I had to take some bills. Okay?
Why are they treating you like this? What went wrong? Did you hear what I say, comrade?
Because they're using the small poor man to put the money back in Bank of Bahamas, what the ministers them don't want to pay.
Is that really true? Because I've been there
for $250 and nobody said to me I couldn't get it. You follow? Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me, my F&M brother?
Ask him to turn his TV down.
I listening to you very carefully.
I want you to listen
the
to
radio.
me. What are you doing tomorrow? Because, you know, I don't mind accompanying you to the bank. What are you doing tomorrow? Because
okay,
I've been there.
I went in a savings there.
You have a
I went in a savings there, and they say every
He has a feedback.
Stop
every
listening to
end
yourself.
of the year I could come and draw this money.
So you have a Christmas account.
Now when
Listen to me.
right, and they don't want to release the money.
Well, hold on a second. What time of the year Christmas comes?
December.
Well, this is only
November?
Can't
Right.
Can't you
But-
wait for December?
Right, but he say if you need it before December, you can write the bank and they will release it to you. And
Did
I
you
did
write
that
the
and they
bank?
won't release the money.
Did you write
So
the
I
bank?
don't know if they're using the small man who working for government
Stop.
who want
Listen.
weekly and a small monthly
We are
to pay back
FNS.
the money what the ministers them on.
I want you to listen to me for a second.
Because they calling all the
Put
government
my
workers to
Negro
come there.
F&M brother on hold. Now, we are F&Ms. If we want to go after the PLP, let's go with credible information. Okay?
I was watching the news when Michael Akita said that Bank of Bahamas is out of $600 million from the ministers, and he needs that money now.
Okay, well, you call me back tomorrow. I shall call Michael Halkitis to see how this is happening, because the PLP and the F&M is one. And if you hear that a PLP got big money there, don't forget, mark my word, the F&M is his partner. But I shall talk to the bank tomorrow. All right? You take good care, my F&M brother. Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mankar and your spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Great.
You look so nice today in this shirt and necktie, bow tie.
You mean me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you.
Well, I thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you see the...
I would like for you, please, to send a later birthday request to my two granddaughters.
You have two granddaughters? You sound so young to have grandchildren. Go ahead. What's their name?
Landisha Sands
Wow.
and Letitia Stirrup.
Wow. They sound like my family. Do you know I'm related to the Sands and the
And
Stirrup?
also her father.
What her father
Wallace
name?
Stirrup.
What his name is? Donald?
Wallace.
Wallace Stirrup.
Yes.
Lendisha.
Lendisha Stirrup. And what?
Landisha Sands.
Sands.
See how you mixing me up? Oh, this woman wouldn't rule.
Wallace Stirrup.
And Letitia Stirrup.
Letitia Stirrup.
No, she said star. Did you say star or stirrup?
Stirrup.
Stirrup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My spiritual advisor, help me out.
Okay.
Give the shout out to them.
Okay, birthday shout out goes out to Lanisha Stirrup, right?
Letitia.
Stirrup.
Okay.
And
Lendisha Sands.
okay, that's
And
coming from
Wallace-
Wallace Stirrup.
and
That's
Wallace-
the father.
It's from
And
Wallace?
Landisha Sands.
And Landisha
And
Sands.
Letitia Sands.
Right.
Okay. Listen, happy birthday to all of y'all. I's your cousin. The Sands.
Everybody is your cousin.
Of course. Don't you know the country is very incestuous?
Yes.
Yeah. They keep liking one another.
This gene pool is too
Listen,
I know.
y'all children, I wish
Your
y'all a
daddy,
happy
your daddy, though.
anniversary. Take good care, my love.
You're welcome. And you.
Okay. Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Hello.
Yes. What's on your
Hi,
mind?
Brother Monta.
Sir.
This is Michael Halkitis.
Michael Alcides,
Wow.
what allegation I'm hearing that you are accusing my friends in the PLP of owing 600,000.
Million, 600 million.
Brother Monta, that is pure nonsense. First, let me say, I was listening to your show and I heard my name called.
This is
At no
powerful.
time have I ever said that. It's not true. It's ridiculous to say that $660 million was owed to the Bank of the Bahamas by ministers of the government.
Okay.
It's just a ridiculous assertion. I've never said it. I don't know what television that gentleman was watching, but it was not me. I never said any such thing, and I don't believe that to be the case.
Okay.
All right? And so I just wanted to straighten that out.
Well,
I never said it. It's a ridiculous assertion. I don't know what he was watching, and so I don't know where that came from.
Well, on behalf of the Free National Movement, I want to apologize because, I'm F&M,
Right.
and that's an F&M who's spinning that propaganda.
Well, he needs to desist because,
Please don't sue
your
me.
show is the most widely watched and listened to show in the country. And, when I heard that, I just had to correct it because, to put my name in it and to say he actually saw me on television make an assertion, it's ridiculous, it's false, and I wanted to just correct it as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
I thank you for paying us that respect by responding. Listen,
all right.
You are a great man.
He always was.
Continue.
Mr. Alkides
Your
is a great
integrity
person.
remains intact.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Yes, he
God save the Queen.
Okay, Mr.
I
Alkides.
want the F&M to stop lying on the PLP. If you want something, I could give you all something, I could give you all something if you want to criticize the PLP. Let's criticize Alison Maynard. I went to Inland Revenue, and I got into a legal argument when they tell me that in order for me to pay my business license, I need to come either with a debit card or what them other card name what the people them give you in the States.
What, credit card?
Or
Visa?
credit card. And I told them I don't want none, and I ain't got none.
American Express.
All right?
MasterCard.
And I warn them that what they are requesting of me is contrary to the Central Bank of the Bahamas Act. And if y'all want me to pick up some money because I broke, I can talk to Vin Monroe over dinner tonight, and I can say to him, let's pick up a couple of $1,000 because the law is clear. Legal tender. And that is in accordance with the Central Bank Act. Now you can case Allison over that. And I'm going to see if Carl Bettel is prepared to revert to the law. Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Hey, Mr. Monk, good day to you and your guest.
Good day, my dear. Speak up louder because...
I just want to say that Mr. Alkides he's a very good man. He's squeaky clean. He represented me in the last general election. Was a very good representative.
Yes.
And anybody try saying things that actually he did not say, I have a problem with that because he was always known to be an upfront person.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
Very
Upstanding person.
upfront, respectful, and his integrity will always remain intact.
Yeah.
Because of the stand that he always held.
That is true.
But he's a good man, so I just want to say, and I never heard him saying any such thing.
Okay.
We concur.
I thank you. I've always regarded Alkides as a safe man. Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello? Hello?
Gone.
Get the text, my spiritual advisor. Yes, my dear. What would you like to say to the people then?
No, I was just saying, maybe just to be a bit controversial. I believe, and as you related to the Alison Maynard situation, I believe that I think, I don't know about the law. You're saying it's against the law. I don't know about that part.
I say it's against the law.
So, but I'm thinking that maybe, I notice a lot of places are putting that in place now. And I'm thinking maybe it's because of theft or anything that might happen within these, or to prevent things like that from happening. So I guess they're trying to stay away from the cash,
Yeah, I want you to listen to the law.
Right.
It doesn't matter why Allison told them to do that.
Right.
That's against the law. Do you understand what I just said?
Yes.
And if they are demanding those things from me, they must put it in law. I don't want no credit card. I don't want no debit card. I even don't want no bank account. That's me.
Mr. Monka, why does it sound like you store your money under the mattress?
No, I ain't got no money. My point here is we must act in accordance with the law.
Yes,
I
sir.
told Allison when I was a member of the Senate,
Yes.
I said to her, listen, what you are suggesting is contrary to the law. She didn't know I know as much law as her. All right?
Yes.
So if you want to case out the PLP, case out Allison. Because these people are breaking the law. The law is clear. I think it's chapter 14 or section 14 of the Central Bank Act, which says that legal tender is dollars and cents. And now they tell me I better go find one credit card. You're trying to get me to go to jail. I don't want no credit card, and I don't want no debit card. And I don't care who thinks my position, something is wrong with that. I'm only saying what I don't want. I won't go to the government office and give them my cash. I don't want it. Simple as that. Anybody else on the phone? My spiritual advisor, let's get to some text.
It's just a modern way of banking, Mr.
Listen, I'm not interested.
You may be a bit primitive on this one, all right?
I'm not interested.
You might
the
be a
law
bit
is on my side.
You got to move with the times. Yeah,
No,
I understand.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
Written on the notes, it says legal tender.
And the Central Bank Act clearly states how we are to pay bills in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Okay.
And if somebody has a problem with that, I want them to be intelligent and change the law. That's the same way those people that are now running the central bank got themselves in trouble when they directed the treasurer to act contrary to the law.
And not to pay a court order. Okay. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Wonderful show as usual. The condition of the post office in Harbor Island is disgraceful. For an island that caters to millionaires and billionaires. Starting from the steps.
Yes.
Starting from the steps to enter is collapsing, Mr. Monica. There is a mold issue inside. It leaks when it rains, and the toilet is sinking through the floor.
Okay.
It has to be
I
demolished.
know your MP. He's a tall Negro man. I shall speak to him. Okay? And I'm going to demand from him that he fix the post office. Other than that, we're going to picket him. Hello. Welcome to Freedom March.
Hello.
Yes.
Mr. Moncur.
Yes.
How you doing? I'm one of the women there.
Oh, praise the Lord.
And that's what you said just now, but that Allison Maynard and that business license.
Yeah.
I think that's a rip-off, because when you go there for your business license, and if you go late, they're charging you an extra $100.
Yeah.
Because I had to pay an extra $100 when I went late, and I think it's some robbery in that.
Yes, because what they're demanding of you is that you would comply online. You have internet?
No, I just go there and they just give it to me off of their internet.
Okay. And they want you to get there no later than the 31st of January. Yeah, Mama. It ain't right.
No, that's a rip-off.
Yeah.
And there's something got to be done about that.
That is true. But I say let's case out Allison, okay?
Okay.
God save the Queen. Hello. Welcome to Freedom March.
Hi, good afternoon, gentlemen and madam.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Yes, I don't know if y'all mentioned it about the sloop, but we don't know what all came in that sloop. Whether guns, ammunition, coke, drugs, we don't know. Because they found the boat clean.
Yes.
Nothing was in the boat.
Yeah.
So that's another factor. And then also, our little darlings. I don't know if y'all just drive around Nassau, but especially in the over the hill.
Yes.
A lot of children not in school.
Really?
A little 4-year-old, 7-year-old would supposed to be in school, primary school. You see them running around.
Don't we still have a thrown officer?
No, sir.
Well, I shall appoint one right now. With the powers vested in me, I appoint the Minister of Education, Deacon Jeffrey Lloyd, as thrown officer. And we have to find his number. Call me tomorrow. I'll have his number so you can call the ministry, okay?
All right, PLP all the way.
Say it again.
PLP all the way.
Wow, you're an intelligent man. Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, they won at the bank when you tender these credit card and debit card.
Right.
So the bank could get their cut out of your dollar.
Oh, that's right.
That's what they do. Because every time you use them, they take a percentage from your money.
Okay.
So they don't want our full money to be spent straight as we want it. They going to get their cut.
Well, I blame Allison because she never told me that.
Well, that's what it is. Because I had one or two of them, and I had to turn them in.
Yeah, you're a smart woman, okay?
Yeah. All right, PLP.
All the way.
All the way.
Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Can't some F&M call me?
PLP show. That's why.
Okay.
It's a PLP show.
This is not a PLP show. PLP loves me because I cut things straight.
Straight.
If Menace was
for the point.
It was cutting things straight, PLP would love him.
Wow. Mr. Monica, good afternoon. I got my pension money in 1 month and a half. You must put God before everything you do.
This is powerful.
Let me see. Mr. Monica, you have me crying. Essie, I don't know how you sit Next to Mr. Munker. Mr. Munker and spiritual advisor, you know how much things has come through customs and don't be documented? This ain't nothing new, especially government authority stuff. Mr. Munker, how much more money this government want to borrow? They ain't been in a year and want to borrow. I don't think they're doing that.
Y'all are not cutting this straight.
You got to look at what the government's doing.
My spiritual advisor, they're not cutting straight. You heard the Prime Minister say they need a raise. How they can get a raise if ain't no money in the treasury?
Pay it.
So they got to borrow a little something. Okay?
They're not borrowing money, though.
That's what they're doing. All right?
They're trying to go after better interest rates.
Just hold on for a second, my spiritual advisor.
That's what the government is doing.
To the people in Grand Bahama, tomorrow I shall read something to you. Crazy Thompson. He says that the government is to make it easier for international professionals to do business in Grand Bahama. Crazy Thompson, you know who he is? That's the Prime Minister, first cousin, son. And this headline in the Bahama Journal disturbs me. It means that the people of Grand Bahama will be pushed to the back. So I don't know if y'all get the Bahama Journal down there, but there is Crazy Thompson right there. And the FNM is going to make sure that the foreigners are given the better incentives. So that's what you're up against. Crazy Thompson says government to make it easier for international professionals to do business in Grand Bahama. So that is what is taking place there. Meanwhile, no one has announced any work for y'all. All right? And now Minister is arguing that this budget is not the FNM budget. He said the next budget will be the FNM budget. Meanwhile, in this budget, Peter Turnquest got everything he needs for his plane. And Cousin Denuncio got everything he needed for his washing business. But nothing for y'all. All right? But remain strong. Help and hope is on the way. Okay?
The Bahamas Public Parks and Beach Authorities wishes to advise the beaching public that they are presently engaged in a major beach beautification exercise. It is the intent of the authority to limit the inconvenience to beachgoers as much as practically possible by scheduling early morning cleaning of our public beaches. Where any inconvenience is caused, we sincerely apologize. We remain committed to enhancing the beaching experience for Bahamian public and visitors alike. Together, we can create a cleaner Bahamas. That's coming in from the Honorable Shannon Dawn E. Cartwright, Executive Chairman of the Bahamas Public Parks and Beach Authority.
Well, Shannon Dawn.
That's one MP.
Last night.
Deserves a raise, Mr. Monka.
Yeah, but he's not your MP.
Whenever the government decides to table raises in the Parliament, I believe Shannon Dawn deserves a raise.
Well,
He's
Shannon Dawn,
overworked and underpaid.
Since you're doing little work, right there on our key, midway, the garbage ain't moved yet. And if you look over the shore, there is a pallet. You think you could move that? Since that's what you're doing. All right?
More text.
Hold on.
Where?
You have it?
Find that text for me. Let me make... Oh, okay. Where be? Sister Lirita Pender. I understand you are sick. So they send me a text. They want me to extend... what should I extend? Wellness to you.
Yes.
Me
Get
and
well soon.
The alive
family.
People. The live people. I want to know if they did the work they promised me at what the place name, my spiritual advisor, where the children them is in the back there.
The Children Emergency Hostel?
No. Further!
The AIDS camp. Lazaretto?
Lazaretto.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, Larita Pender, listen, I'm going to pray for you and hope that you feel much better. Do you have any more texts, my spiritual advisor?
Let's see. I might. Let me check. Yes, I do.
Great.
Rodney, tell your people stop breaking our laws, and spiritual advisor is a complete fraud.
Listen, how can you accuse them of breaking the law when Dr. Minnis has refused to investigate the symbol? Frankie, All right? And if Frankie is going to keep his mouth closed, I can keep mine closed.
And that's why this text says, good day, our spiritual advisor. Can you find out from Rodney Munker when him and Wayne Monroe going to take Frankie to court? He is waiting to whale both of y'all frying pan Negroes backside.
No. The only way Frankie could beat me if he is practicing voodoo.
What in the
But
world?
tout le monde haïtien connaît voodoo pas strong. Boca is stronger than voodoo.
Mr. Munker, I am...
Ma besoin haïtien pour fâcher, ma besoin nous pour oui, laisse-moi expliquer ça.
Mr. Munker, I am disappointed in you. The Haitians are coming in droves, and you're saying nobody was caught. As a justice of the peace, you are not safe. But you're one of the women them leader, you are a fraud.
No, you're not understanding me. I have said that the boat that arrived on Sunday, all of the Haitians immigrants that they have arrested, none came off the boat. That is the point I'm making. None. Take it from me. Me and Frankie, we are both Haitians.
What do you think we can say about Flyaway Fred? He used to catch Haitians.
Yeah. But, tout le monde haïtien, m'a content aujourd'hui, yo pas kembe non. Parce que yo pratiqué corruption. OK? C'est pas possible pour moi pour dire ça en anglais parce que en pile perdon yo anglais fâché avec moi. But kounya, aujourd'hui, m'a content yo pas kembe perdon yo parce que Nassau gain en pile corruption. This is Freedom March. My name is Rodney Munker. I have Sister Bella Flames and my spiritual advisor. Take it here until tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.